Guys, how are you? Today I'll be filming a palette bingo, and I think I've done one of these before. I will link it up in the cards, but it's been a very long time since I've done one, and I do think they're a lot of fun. And the palette that I'll be using today is my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe eyeshadow palette. This is actually in my Pan That palette for 2019. I'm going to try to finish up most of the palette this year, but I thought it would be fun to do a palette bingo, and this is what my palette currently looks like. So there are 35 shades in here. There are some shades that I finished. So if I do select that color in that row, I will be not using it. I'll just select a different color. This palette is definitely well loved, and there are mostly warm tones in here, but there are some pops of color down here. So I'm kind of hoping that I don't get just like warm toned eyeshadows and create a neutral look, because that would be boring, but honestly that's probably what I'm gonna get. But I just thought it'd be fun to do a palette bingo with this palette. And if you've never watched a palette bingo before, basically, you will choose colors at random, typically through a random number generator, which I will be using, and I have 35 colors in here, so I'll be doing 1 through 35. I'll be going 1 through 7, and so on until the last color is 35. I think I'm going to select 4 colors to use, so I have a little bit more of a variety, and I'm going to only use the colors in here. Like, say if I need an inner corner highlight, if I didn't get one, I will be using one from the palette. So I just pulled up the random.org website to my phone, and then I typed in 1 through 35, so I'm going to generate the first color. And the first one I have is 29, so let me look into my palette. And 29 is this shade Pool Party right here, so I'm really excited. I actually got a color, so I'll give you a swatch of this one. This is a really pretty teal color, and it's one of my favorites in the palette. And that is what Pool Party looks like. And now I'm going to generate the second color. So I got 34, and 34 is this like eggplanty shade right here. And this matte eggplant purple shade is called Soda Pop, so these actually look like they'd be a cool combination. I apologize if you hear my dog barking in the background. He's outside and he just loves to hear himself talk. I'm going to generate the third color. This one is 2. Number 2 is this shade right here in Beam, which is a highlight color. And this is what Beam looks like, so I'm glad I got an inner corner and brow highlight. I'm going to go ahead and generate the fourth and final color. So this shade is 15. So this shade is 15, and it is the color Obsessed. And I've actually hit pan on this one as well, and this is a beautiful champagne color. And here is Obsessed right here. So actually I think this will be a really pretty look. We actually have a matte in here, which is the Soda Pop color, but the rest are all shimmery, and I'm so happy about that. And they're actually somewhat cool toned as well. Alright, so I just primed my eyes and set my eyeshadow primer. I actually zoomed in for once. I got a memory card that holds more time, I guess, so I am able to record longer and actually like zoom in for multiple clips. So for my eye base, since I like to have something that's kind of sticky and or colorful to have my eyeshadow stick a little bit better, because the eye primer helps, but it doesn't necessarily make my eyeshadows more pigmented. So I'm just applying my NYX Glitter Primer on both of my lids to help the lid color stick better. And I don't apply it to my crease because I don't really need my matte colors to be that pigmented. I just want them to blend out. So first I'm going to go into this Pool Party shade, which is this beautiful teal color, and I'm going to pack it on a really flat shader brush. I'm going to wet it with my Mario Badescu spray as well, just to intensify it a little bit more. And I'm going to pack this all over my lid. Oh my gosh, I love this color so much. It's so pretty. So I think what I'm going to do a blue like all over my lid, and then I think I'm going to use the eggplant color Soda Pop as a winged liner. So we'll see how this goes. And I know I did not select this color, but I did mention that I will be using other colors from the palette if I do need to. And in order to blend out my crease, I'm going to be using the shade Jada right here, which is a matte teal color. And I think this will pair well with the Pool Party shade. And I just want something to give my eye more dimension than just wearing like a blue eyeshadow all over my lid. So I'm just going to pop this in my crease. And my eyeshadow brush does have some brown on it from yesterday, so it might make it a little bit muddy, but we'll just see how it goes. And I'm just blending this into my crease and kind of focusing on the outer corner as well. So there's what the eyes look like so far. We're going to be very blue and green today. And I'm just going to throw my brow highlight on. We're going to use the shade Beam right here, which was one of the colors that was selected for my palette bingo. And I'm just going to apply this with a shader brush on my brow bone. And I like applying a brow bone highlight to highlight my brow, but I also think it helps blend out the colors a little bit more. So I'm just throwing that all over my brow and heading it into my inner corner too. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize my brow highlight clip was not zoomed in, so I decided to zoom in again. But now we're going to use the Soda Pop shade as my winged liner. And it is this matte purple. This will be a shadow winged liner, so it's not going to be super precise as opposed to like a liquid liner, but we'll see how this goes. This purple is really pigmented. I did clean up the fallout underneath my eyes, and then I did clean up the edges a little bit because I don't really have a very precise liner brush to do shadow winged liner with, so I always have to clean it up. Now I'm going to put an eyeliner in my waterline. This is the NYX Sunrise Blue, and I think this will pair with this look really well because it's a blue and green and purple look. And I'm going to throw this in my waterline. And I'm going to throw some mascara on. The mascara that I'm going to be using today is the Catrice Glam & Doll Waterproof Mascara. So I just applied 2 coats of the mascara on my upper lash line. I'm going to go off camera and do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and we'll finish off the rest of the eyes. Alright, I'm back. I did my face and my brows. I'm going to add my lip color after I finish off my eyes, but I think my face looks pretty nice. I actually mixed this like matte brown shade and then these 2 highlight shades together to make a bronzer, and then I mixed these 2 highlight shades and the shade Obsessed to make a highlight. So technically I already used Obsessed, which is one of the colors that I selected from the random generator, but I'm also going to be using it on my eyes too. So for my lower lash line, I'm going to put a small amount of the Soda Pop on my outer corner, and I just thought it would make it look a little bit more smoky and fun. So I'm just going to pop that on my outer corner. And I'm going to take Pool Party on my inner half to the center. And on my inner corner, I'm going to mix this Obsessed shade and the Beam shade just to make my inner corner pop a little bit. And it's not going to be too much, and I think it'll just pair with this look pretty nicely because it will be more cool toned. So the eyes are all finished off, and I think they're really fun. I like the way it looks because it is like a blue eyeshadow look, but it does look a little bit smoky as well. For my lips today, I'm going to go for a more nude color as usual. So first I'm going to use my Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Alyssa. This is currently in my Project 10 pan. And I'm going to make this more glossy, and I recently got sent this lip gloss from Octoly. This is the number 7 High Shine Lip Gloss, and I believe this is in the shade Naturally Nude. I'll have to put it down below because I either can't see the writing on it that says the name of it, or they just didn't put it on, so I'll put it down below. But this is supposed to be a High Shine lip gloss, and it is a nude color. I'll give you a little swatch of it. And this looks more peachy in a swatch, but on my lips it does look more pink. Actually, it looks pretty orange, but let's throw it on top so we can kind of warm it up a little bit. This lip gloss is really comfortable on the lips. It's supposed to be high shine and pigmented, and I've been enjoying it so far. Hopefully I don't have any on my teeth throughout this video. So that is my entire face completed, and here is the finished look. So does my completed palette bingo with my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. If you want to see my progress, I will link my Pan That Palette videos down below. I think my update for the month of April will be up before this one. If you guys enjoyed this palette bingo video and would like to see more of them, please let me know down below. I think they're a lot of fun to film. I just find that my tutorial and like me actually applying makeup type of videos don't tend to get the best views. So that's why I don't do them super often, but they are really fun to film. They just don't get that many views and they are very long and lengthy to edit. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I also have a horse channel. It is C&K Equestrian, and I'll have that linked down below if you want to check it out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.